Hello, everybody. This is Average Dad Reviews. I'm going to be doing a review on Dune 2. Wasn't the biggest fan of the first one. Seems like the pacing was really, really slow. I want to say the second one kind of feels like maybe it went a little bit too fast. But we're going to go over how I'm going to be rating stuff and how this channel is kind of going to be run in the future. First off, this is unedited. There's no scripts. This is just off the dome. That's kind of how I want to keep this. This is just an average person making YouTube videos. So I made a little list. Uh, so every time I'm going to do a point ranking system, it's going to be on 11-point scale. Why 11? Why not 10? I'll tell you why in a second. So first off, all and everything I review is going to be ranked off of aesthetic, the story, the pacing, which I talked about kind of earlier, the time, the family opinion. I have a baby on the way, so that's where the dad part's coming in. I hope that one day she will like these videos and like to watch back. But for now, we'll use my wife instead. The cost of it, the tone, slash, does it accomplish what it was intended to do? Would I do it again? Would I watch it again if the need ever arises? Is it family friendly? Would my Southern Pentecostal mother approve? That one's a hard one. So that one would be the 10. That would be the one that would mark it off to a 9. But here's the bonus point. Do I personally like it? And I know who everybody has their own opinion, but this one will be just in case something I really like that the Christian view might not really agree with, and we can still get it that 10 score if it was good. So we're gonna go for aesthetic. The movie was beautiful. It really, really was. The scenery, the desert. There was even a part to where you would just see black and white, and you didn't feel like you were missing anything from the picture. This is gonna be as spoiler free as possible. This is. I don't want to ruin the experience for you. I just want you to know kind of what I felt about it. So aesthetics, 1 point. It's good. I liked it. Looked pretty. Saw it in IMAX. I suggest you do the same. Hopefully, get a better seat than me and my wife. But aesthetically, it was very pleasing to the eye. Next, the story. So, story wise, um, never read the books, so this might be a little strange of an opinion, but I liked it. Um, I don't know if it stayed true to the books, nor do I really want to read the books. I don't really have time for that stuff. But I'd say the story was pretty good. Now, the pacing. Boy. So, the first movie was like a snail's pace the entire way through. The second movie was like, okay, we got to do something. Boom, next scene, they're doing it. Okay, you have to travel across the planet. Boom, next scene, they're there. Oh, boom, you have to come from this planet and take over this planet. Boom, right there. Like, it's just point and click basically. You point something, you do it. It's wild. So pacing, not gonna get a point for me. So we got 1 point in aesthetic, 1 point in story, and then no point in pacing. Now the time. The movie was over 2 hours. If you are wanting me to watch a movie, that's my cat. Sorry. If you're wanting me to watch a movie that is over 2 hours, it better be good. I will say that it was. I I felt that the timing was probably needed more. If it could have done, if it would have been a 4 hour movie, I think the pacing would have been fixed. But I'd say the time was good. There's a lot of movies out there nowadays that are like an hour and 30 minutes. You watch it, boom, wash your hands, get on with your day. Dune, it was an event. It was an event. We started at no, at 12:45, and we did not walk out of that theater till about 4:30. I mean, It's a long movie. So, time wise, I'm giving it a point. It was worth. Me and my wife made a date out of it. It was a pretty good day. All right, next, family opinion. I'm going to mute my mic so I can scream at my wife real quick. She's getting ready for our day. So, but she said yes. So, get a 1 point there. Next, the cost. Let me pull up my bank statement real quick. Because with all things nowadays, the movies are quite pricey. So, let's see. $27, it looks like. Let me just check the app real quick. Fandango. So my location, I live in Arkansas, so it's a little bit cheaper, I'd reckon, compared to people living up in New York and California. But for example, the same theater I went to in IMAX, per one person, one adult, it cost $14.87. So go watch it with two people, $30. Go watch it with three, a little Mexico-chan someday. It's gonna be about $45. So watch out, it is a little pricey. We definitely don't go out and watch movies like we used to because of how ridiculously expensive everything is nowadays. So cost 15 is average. You can't mark it for being average price. So 1 point there. This is a little special section. The tone. Do you feel like it accomplished what it needs? So, for example, I want to do another review on a pocket knife. That knife needs to be able to cut stuff easily and be able to fit in my pocket. So that would be an example for that one. For the movie, is was it a good movie? Was it a movie that you know we enjoyed? So yeah, I feel like the tone accomplished what it needs. Um, Tone of the movie was fast pace. There's war coming. We got to do this, this, and that. And I felt like that tone was there throughout the whole movie. It was just going, 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 going. So getting a point for me. Would I watch it again? Simply because it's a big time investment? Probably not. Um, if I had to, yeah. Let's say my memory was wiped and I wanted to go watch it, yeah, I'd go watch it. But that time investment for me personally, I just not really worth it. Maybe if you have like a Dune marathon and you set aside a Saturday, might be worth it for some people. Personally, no, not for me. Was it family friendly? So this is gonna be the normal dad reviews. Um, so would I bring my daughter to it someday after she's born? Uh, I'd say yeah. Yeah, there was, of course, a lot of death, but like suggested themes, all that stuff. But nothing was really shown. Nothing was blatant. They weren't showing all these, body parts that might be traumatizing to little kiddos. So yeah, I'd say I would give that a point. Like I said, this is my reviews. These are my opinions. Um, Now the number 10. Would Mama approve? So, for example, my mother did not approve of Harry Potter as growing up. Would she approve of this movie? I'd say yes. She has been a fan of the sci-fi, all the death in it, but I'd say she'd like this. It's a nice action movie. My mother kind of likes action, so yep, gonna give it a point there. And then now finally, personally, do I like it? My opinion, yeah, I do. Zendaya, amazing actress. Timothy Shmooly, whatever, however you say his name. He's a good-looking guy, and he's a pretty good actor. So, two lead actors and actress, they both carried hard. Um, there was a funny scene in the movie to where Timothy was trying to mansplain to Zendaya, and She was like, "Hey, bud, listen. I live here and I have my whole life." So it's just fun. The chemistry between the two characters. You really enjoyed it. You really saw it. The ending kind of left you on a cliffhanger with their story, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a point for that. All right, so let's write this up real quick. If I can find a pen. Bam. Then a little notebook. So we have out of the 11-point scale, we have 1 point for aesthetic. We have 1 point for story. We have a 0 for pacing. We have 1 point for time. We have 1 point for family opinion, which is just my wife's now, as I said. And 2, 3, 4. Cost. It's okay. 1 point there. Tone. Tone of the movie, like I said, I felt it. So 1 point there. Would we watch it again right now? No. So there's been movies before in the past to where I went back to the theater and watched it again. Avatar was one of those, not the Last Airbender one like the Blue People. So I've done it before. Phantom of the Opera, also saw that in theaters like 3 times. So there's definitely movies to where I've done it. This is not going to be one of those movies. So no point there. Family friendly. Gonna give it a 1 point because at the end of the day, it's basically an action movie based off a book. To be completely honest, and no crazy things going on. Let me next. Would Mama approve? Get another point for me. And then personally, did I like it? I'm getting another point. So on my 0 to 11 scale, Dune 2 is getting a 9. I want to keep this channel simple to the point. There it is. All right. This has been Normal Dad Reviews. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a nice day. Bye bye.